the obvious bit side on the B, M, Y at the same time. So won't be surprised to see Blimey here.
Okay, it's looking like he's going to score and keeping promising him. I mean, NE is not bad. Okay, I mean, you play big league. A big tweak is gonna change that, but that's the point. That's not bad to start. Oh, we have the two blanks here. I think it's a good day for Larry. It looks it's going to be promising. Yeah, I think we only saw Larry once on stream yesterday.
Larry is another player that plays very fantastic, and I won't be surprised he was not going to waste his time and go for his highest move here. I think he's having a bingo of baronies with two blanks.
Yeah, just like Barrows. Okay, maybe he has a times four. He's only sort of considering the J in this scenario. We believe the blanks are N and S, right?
R and S.
R and S.
Funny enough, on this board, there's no way he decides to play bingo that Quickpen is not going to reply him. He actually played C going or something to the triple. So I think we're having a bingo. It's going to be a bingo ring today. Having another bingo from Ben Quickpen.
Oh, that is the only famous on that board. Like if he examine our 44 points. That's a lot. And we see that come down really fast. Really, really fast. I mean, this is the thing I say about take your points, but keep a promising leave. I mean, you don't want to keep EY on your leave, like stuff like that, because they don't combine that much. From high scoring point, like Larry Etuwa, now we playing parallel to X in top of the X. Every player is definitely going to think to that particular spot of the board. That's where the business is on this board. So yeah, you obviously need to score like 40 to counter your opponent's bingo, because the lead is not even much. I think he's trying to be defensive here. Or it's keeping a reasonable lead. I mean, both players are really concerned about their rack lead earlier in this game. Yeah. I think we are experiencing new strategy here. Way for 42 points. The beauty about this move is it keeps the F, and since the one of the blanks is named as S for baronies, you have a chance. If you pick better type, you have a chance to reply with a bingo, whatever the opponent plays, and the G is also floating. So you might be lucky. Who knows? Let's see what he gets from the bank. Book is a lot. I mean, 54 points. That will exchange of firecracker so far. That's a lovely play from Mr. Quickpen. That point is it's almost like a bingo score. I mean, keeping a J, 4 points. PRS. Misra. Is there a word like re-examiner? Miscellaneous, sorry, I need to check this. Is there coming to you that says that? I don't think it has a front hook. Except, okay, guys, there's nothing like a re-examiner. I think we only have a re-examiner. Okay, you can only re-examine someone. You can't be a re-examiner. Okay, we see rain. Calm down for 19 points. Well, at this point, now we have a player with 2 years. And what were you doing, Master Mami?
It's still early, the early part of the game, and he has the 2 years between. The queue is yet to be seen. If it's me, I'm definitely going to go for something like Quran or Fig, FEAGUE, to open the board a little bit because I'm trailing. It's trailing by lots of points. But I think the foreign does some kind of job on the board because it restrains the F now to one side. The opponent doesn't have a bingo to the S with the triple. There's no way you're going to bingo on this board except it's another place. So
Okay, we see Gerard came down for 35 points. Now, do you think Quickpen is running into trouble here?
Quickpen is a kind of player that before he makes his move, he must have seen several options. He doesn't just play fast. Based on what he kept his rack lead, I'm 100% sure he's trying to create a scoring option for his next move. He has the G, he has the V, he has the R with him in the previous turn. So he's definitely creating more scoring chance for him. The opponent doesn't have anything to do there. I think we are going to see like another 30 points from him in the next move.
Let's look at the options Larry have on this phone. I mean, it's just pretty couple of things to work with here. Like playing Moa through the book, making Boko or Mo. At this point, it's not about survivor now. We want to get a bonus at this kind of situation. I mean, in your next turn, at least if you can get one at this turn. These guys are really fast. They add 1 to 7 moves on the board.
In
In less than 10.
Yeah,
I
obviously.
mean, 7 moves on the board.
Obviously. I'm sure that Mr. Larry will try to keep the board open, because it's the only one bingo spot on this board for the S hook to the way for a straight 7 bingo. So I think he will try to give himself a chance. And
I think it's really amazing how top players quickly knows when they are getting into a trap, on the board.
Maybe when you're being pushed to the wall, you definitely have to find a way. If it comes, fine. If it doesn't, you just have to keep on trying. So I guess at this level, that's what we always look at.
And they usually like sense if their opponent is trying to pin them down. Just a thing in wrestling, if you are being pinned down, you cannot even move. Like, okay, Gary opens the board.
Like setting up for his service hook and also the A hook as well. That's why he made it move.
Ben is yet to commit the big for 26 points. Okay, committed already.
I think we had a little
technical engagement. No, I think we should shout out to Mr. Nelson behind the scene. I mean, he has been doing fantastic, handling the stream, the video quality, the one behind why this commentary is being brought to life. So, shout out to Mr. Nelson. Thank you for all you do.
Okay, sir. Yeah, Mr. Wasil, obviously, if you look at this player's rack now, you see this one is having exactly the opposite of what this one has. This is exactly what life gives. This one has 4 or 5 different balls. And the Quickpen,
sometimes in my mind at this point, I'll be like, I guy, I'm going to down.
I mean, if that's allowed, I'll definitely trade my P and my R.
I mean, sometimes in my head, I'll be like, I will just trade some down. I mean, I have something there.
Why don't you just give it to me?
I know, honestly, but so sad you can't do that in Scrabble. And even at some point like this, some players are really happy that they are ordering some of the vowels or consonants to their song. Oh, this is called a lot. Oh my god.
For a defensive player, I think I would have gone for PHT because the
opening.
Yes, PHT down to block it and to take care of the board. But I think I think that's why he made this move. He went for his highest score.
Hopefully, it was the some vowels to complement
Israel.
to complement the Rhapsody. Okay, so we should see Saurians come down now through the S of barrening. But at this point, I think it would be thinking, well, Saurian takes an S, you don't want to score zero at this kind of point.
Yeah.
And you could just really play Saurian,
He has several options on this board. He has Anurias.
Several options.
Yeah. He has Saurians. He has Anurias to dissuade. So I think at this point you just have to go for a high score. Even if you're not even sure. Yeah. Even if you're not 100% sure of the word.
Yeah. I guess right. I think the score hasn't been updated yet. We should have Ben on 267 points. So Larry 183 points to move. I think it's obviously why he's taking his time. I play to the heads of baronies. Hope I'm not getting a zero on this point. This is why it's bad. Or you could just take some certain level and play through the OOM, just with your arrow.
If you're playing a player with like Quickpen, you need to be very cautious of your move because these are players and they are not just fast. They tend to know that this word doesn't go with this. Because at this point, they have all the advantage to me. So if it's not certain of the word that you are playing, it's definitely going to give you a time. I think he's trying, that's what Mr. Larry is trying to rationalize here. He's not just trying to make any move. He's trying to see what's going to give him.
Wait, is it possible to put S at this way? Like, is it sway?
Yes, sway.
So probably we stay out. The board is pretty open and it's not dead.
And it's also opening it as well. I think he's contemplating of making a Saurian move to the
this is aggressive.
Yeah.
Like you're looking at your opponent in the face. What do you have to do? Now I'm playing like this. Okay, just withdraw the movement. I mean, you just look your opponent in the eyes. Yeah, what's my play? This is what you do. Oh, so it's going to this way to play Uranians. I mean, actually, you see any difference between this and I'm sorry and
I think
cool.
I think he's a bit scared of what his opponent is going to give him. The score, for the in front of the S, have like straight 7 bingo there, and there are a couple of big ties, power ties that have not been on the board. You have only X and J here, so I think it's trying to be a little bit defensive.
I don't think this is defensive because honestly, you just have all the flexible tile closer to the triple lane. And the risk, if I'm rationalizing the risk between Uranians here and over there at room, I mean, it's just same. And possibly it's have one of the spots for yourself when you come in the next round. But it's possible your opponent utilize all the juices at Uranian at the left side of the board. Is it being held? He hasn't replenished his style.
The word is being challenged.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. Oh, obviously, Uranians and Sway are both good words. So,
of course, this is plus 10. If we challenge the word and it's goes 6 plus 10 to your opponent. Okay, we see forwards coming down really fast. How about you? How would you? Say odds come down really fast. Huh? For 36 points. But you didn't withdraw and you didn't put it back.
He's committed his move.
Committed for 36.
Yeah.
Well, it keeps the tempo going and the pressure is now on Larry. Now, what he needs to do to get back to this game. There are no blanks on saying just 2 S's. Is he couple of highs. I mean, do you think this high will be troublesome going towards the end game? We have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have about 5. Yeah, so
I think the game is going to come at a very, very good level because the distributions of the eyes are really been fantastic in this game. I don't think anyone has had to be two eyes in the same rack.
now, so they've been actually
They
doing
should be
well.
they should watch out for that because we have like 5 or 6 eyes lurking outside. So
Even at some point, we felt maybe Ben was running into or walking himself into a problem. This time we played big,
yeah,
without Barrows.
yeah.
It's it has actually been fine. But just to know, Larry, he has some points, sort of build up. So I think the plus 10 of Larry hasn't been committed yet. Larry should be on 264.
Do you think maybe he was ahead at a point and maybe you just allow the opponent since you have seen several options for him to have played? Maybe I definitely think that was what happened.
Okay, we know from our technical crew if Uranians was challenged actually. Maybe it was just
I think at this level they won't just give a 10 for this word.
Honestly, I don't expect words like this to be challenged. So I don't expect. It's Larry's turn, and what I can see for him here is huge for 30 points. Through weary. But he will keep ENT. ENT is not bad. And the S of barony was very open. Do you think it has a prospect on this board?
Actually, though, we have a couple of bingo friendly guys looking outside. We have a 3 house outside. We have from Larry's perspective, we have like 3, 4 E's as well. So these are kind of ties that give you a juicy score on the board. So I think obviously that Larry is definitely going to see his FEUD because it's kind of opens the board a little bit. Except he's scared of the Z because the AD is going to open the Z hook for ADZ.
Oh yeah, in opening might be like, oh, why will you play? You're telling me you have this
something for Quickpen to just
to worry about.
Yeah, exactly.
They just give the opponent something to worry about and be like, okay, but if I'm playing, I'll be like, well, there's this Z there, there's this S down barony. I mean, how many things do I want to look after? I think you just mind your business at this point. Larry is really taking his time. And Larry might be thinking, oh God, if I play this field, I hope he doesn't have this Zoom team,
Exactly.
It learns. But I think we have some conceptions, or how do I put some criteria like at this stage, maybe some Facebook or practice, like you just mind your business. I mean, if there are 2 hotspots you cannot control, you just leave them. Wait, it's keeping you for what? For who? The kill?
I obviously think he's keeping the U for the kill. Just hope he doesn't pick the last U as well out of this draft because that's going to be a disaster.
The only reason he would play Fane here is he is planning for the unseen kill. At this point, I mean, like over 34,000, do you think it's necessary?
I think I won't worry myself that much because we have you that is quite open on this board, you of the Oranians, and we have another one in the back. That's if it's not with the opponent. So I think I'll just go for FEUD, balance my hand, and just pray I get the bingo ties and be able to reply. Even if I pick the Q, I'll be able to score with the U.
I think decisions like this, I mean, they tend to help you sort of lose the game earlier on than you could do. I mean, there are 34 unseen tiles to you, and you started planning for one of them. I mean, what are the chances you would draw that one?
Most people tend to think that whenever you drop the U, most times the Q comes immediately after you drop the U. I've seen no players complaining about that.
I think they've attributed a lot of
Yeah,
to
yeah. So I think it's actually what happened to Mr. Larry today. He told himself, "No, I'm going to keep this U. Let me not drop the U, and I'll pick the Q, and I'll start asking myself some questions." So,
all right, guys, we on stream feels it is too early to start making that kind of plan. I mean, this game is still young. I mean, let's say middle aged.
yeah,
Because they played 66,000 already. Or at least with them. Now, you have an S. You have an S angling on the ball. I mean, for me personally, I'm concerned. Although I may be unfazed and still be playing my optimal move. But back in my mind, I would be like, well, there's a dangling lifeline here for my opponent. And, you can sort of decide the game here. And
yeah,
if we have surveillance to the S, well, I think that would be of Ben's benefits.
yeah,
It would be of
exactly.
Ben's benefits. Okay, thank you for taking out this point. At least I now have to just take care of the home and plug the right top of the board, and the game is really much alive.
Sure.
And what could Ben be thinking for?
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
we said
think
it earlier. He's worried about his.
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely what you want to see.
I mean, you're playing in the masters category. You don't just make moves like this. I mean, you have to deal with you. What do you think Ben should do here?
I think Ben is trying to see if he has a 5 letter overlap across the FEND to see if he can just try and play 5 letter, valid 5 letter there to stop the A to Z. I think that should worry him in this game. That should be his worry, not necessarily the Q or a bingo. This board. Right?
He's still yet to make any move.
I mean, Quickpen is a fast player. So what do you think? What do you think he's trying to use this time?
Yeah, Ben is human being also. And we all have flavor, make blood run into it. So, you don't just make moves like fame and you just want me to look that. Certainly, I would be concerned. And I don't think there's much you can do to that aspect. Or do you think it could sort of go through that side? Or maybe you just move on, you're trying to balance your hand. Maybe you play out the V or the O or the high. There's a couple of highs. So you want to get rid of the high this time and hope you come down and bonus through the S of barrels.
This decision is very, very difficult, because he doesn't have
More than survivor. I mean, it's actually a survivor skill. You should know how to navigate. This is, I mean, it's life decision now.
I won't be surprised getting to see back from Quickpen to block the straight 7 because he doesn't have any business to do.
Okay, this is technical village. Let's wait till our stream comes back. Yeah,
Right.
our stream is back.
Exactly what I had in mind for him to play. He's
Is this ABOS
no,
or
AROS.
AAROS?
The new word.
So yeah, it's the new word that came in the 2024 initiation kits. Yeah, you see, he's really concerned about his way.
Yeah.
Okay, he's actually saying, okay, I would play arrows here for 30. So I know you have this Z. So possibly you cannot bonus through the Z, down here. This is funny. Hi, we have the first funny of the day. Why we have to be committed? This is just one thing.
Yeah, I think he's trying. He's missing it up.
But why we expose your child like this? You allow your opponents. It's been challenged. So I mean, you said to me here early in the morning, you play.
soon.
I mean, this will be challenged so easily, easily, easily.
Quickpen is posting home with
This is a
this
very,
this
very easy
this
challenge.
pony because it's taking it off the board.
I sort of said it earlier. It's too early to make that kind of planning. I mean, you're planning for 1 hour out of 34 and saying to you, probably you are disturbing some rhythm,
Yeah,
you are
exactly.
disturbing some rhythm, your gameplay. Now, your opponent now knows what you have and you capitalize on it. You see Civic from
That's
down
one of his best moves on this board.
strategically. Civic from 22 points. Now, the board is being decided. But the S is still there. For Ben, I'm less concerned. My opponent has a very poor rack. I think Larry is still in this game somehow. Maybe he could still salvage some
I think Larry
points and make
needs
some
to
planning.
kind of open the board a little bit, something like little LITU, 15 points. I think 15 is actually a bit okay.
Even with little as it sounds, there's only little for you to gain from little. Okay, I think the best thing to do is to play CIT here at the left side of the board and the middle left side of the board and keep some life to the game. Now, do you think Ben still be concerned about the case on the board?
Uh,
This is really promising.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just 1 or 2 turns. He should have a bonus of him on again.
I don't think he should be worried about bingo at this point. I think he just needs to do some job on this board, try to score because he's leaving with 52 points. So I obviously don't know. Probably he might be able to cite his Boko, BOKO, and MOHR. That should be his best move here. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of nerves control. Like, this game is all about controlling nerves and not be tempted by playing suboptimally because you are really being conservative. You don't win games that way. They in turn come back to haunt you while your opponent is playing courageously.
I yet to see a move from Mr. Quickpen. I think he's really taking his time to make a decision. Do you really think he's not looking at this Baroness as sports? Because he should be worried about that, right?
At this point, it should be worried because a lot of points through the triple, in relation to hooking S with arts or coming down through the left side of the board. But down there, triple, you are like thinking of something like it's something plus ish.
Oh, I think we're having the defensive play from there. He opted for RHOS
I think this is just
for 6 points.
this is just oversight on his point. Same tile for more point. Same tile for more point. This is still wins, if I'm right. Okay. Larry has a 7 letter, which does not play on this board. I mean, it's played in like about 2 minutes ago. The X was just there. The X was just there.
Waiting to be played.
Waiting to be played. And I mean, it's sort of disappointed that I guy,
Of all places, why will you go here? Something like that.
Like, guy, we've left this X on this board for over 8 moves now, and why is it just this time that I needed the most? I needed it the most. Hey, Well, MOHR, or
that's a fantastic move, and it was. Don't actually forget that we are yet to see the C and the Q this board. So
yeah, do you think Ben will be like, oh, so you're just bluffing with Spain? You didn't actually have
have
to
the
play.
yeah, something like that.
Why?
Because,
So you're just bluffing?
because immediately after that move, his opponent shall play the phone in
Yeah,
with
play
T2.
man.
So I think Ben is getting lucky with this game.
I mean, it's playing really fantastically well. He's
Yeah.
held his nerves and stick to the strategy.
Ben has a bingo waiting for his opponent to commit his move.
What do you think Larry should do here? I can see some 14 points for him, like playing ULE on top of average for
I
keeping
obviously
keeping
think
some promising.
I obviously think Larry should try and open the board a bit because this board is only open one side. Why don't you try and play eloquent to the E of the foreign? Score 21 points. That does a lot of jump. C is floating directly to the triple. And who knows, you might get lucky to have a good draw in the next turn and play a bingo. I think I would definitely go for eloquent.
With all said and done, it's really still in this game. He's behind less than 50 points and it's to move now.
Mm.
Just create one opening for yourself here. I mean, create another opening and don't be trapped. You don't want to be trapped.
Exactly.
Honestly, you don't want to be trapped. While we await Larry's move, I think it's time here. Maybe he would be thinking of um should I stay in this board or trying to play another move that would open him. And I think he's just doing that now. Wait, it feels in guys.
I think he's
At
still
the
a bit
lower
worried.
right.
Yeah, I think he's still a little bit worried about the Q.
Yeah,
Keeping
I
his
think
U.
I mean,
He should be
I really
a big fan of the letter Q.
picking
Yeah.
I really lose rationale behind and that.
Do you think Ben Quickpen is definitely going to see his bingo on this board?
Yeah, it should. I mean, I saw is a mail, sort of maze upswing yesterday, and I believe we should get up dries. And if we get up dries, moves the game today. So I mean, I would just want to say maybe on stream they don't want to play any up maybe they just want to have very up bingo. And we see the dynamics has changed a lot now. Yesterday we had players starting second, by our rights, throwing fine and winning the game.
Fantastic, yeah.
Fantastic so, yeah, bench should play uprise. So I can get out of the notion I'm about to say.
Oh, yes, here is a miss from him.
You think this is suboptimal play
Ah,
or just a bit misconcentration?
I
I mean,
think
this is how
I think he was able to spot the two anagram, which is the potassium and the syrup, for dries was
maybe just
hiding.
better.
This might haunt him in this game because
You need to spread matter.
yeah,
This game is still
very very open. No,
LUZ
LUZ is devastating. That's a lot of score, and speaking is not fantastic.
I mean, at that point, I would first be looking at words ending with S,
Sure,
words
definitely.
ending with S or the word ending with E, stuff like that. And, you know, hopefully something just strikes through your, can see then.
Larry has been holding on to this queue. I guess I just hope he gets blessed with the queue that is.
He is a committed customer.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the kind of customer you need for your business. Loyalty. No matter the situation, stay loyal to your brand.
I've kept you for like 4 or 5 consecutive times.
I keeping you from friends 1, 2, 3, 4, like for like 5 times now. He has and he got it. Got it king. Okay, so we see Lizanne come down from Lizanne for 47. Okay, if I'm reaching us now that he really has wasn't challenged, so maybe they actually paused for some time to confirm score. So the scores are actually correct 388 to 377.
Oh, wow. Should have played the losing or LUCL for the fact that he's picking all the tiles in the bag after the losing, or should he have played losing and keep one tile in the bag?
I'm not a fan of this losing actually because I'm not kind of player that draws out unless I am actually hustling for some tiles.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the one empty in the bag. And LUZ is fine. I mean, you just sort of sacrifice some point. I mean, some additional point. What's the difference? 6 points.
Yeah.
Sacrifice 6 points to stay. But then, if someone use the issue that time, do you think maybe he would have avoided picking the kill? Because if the kid gets to Ben's route, he has a lot of prospects. I think at the route Ben has, just imagine you have the queue with this route. It's a lot of use.
Yeah, I get it.
A lot of use. Okay, let's look at the option for Ben here. I'm not sure Ben knows he just missed the Ben just. I'm not sure he
I
knows.
think Ben should be worried about where the queue is going to drop, but he's leading with 11 points, and
He has
the
the
opponent's best move is 11 for the queue. So I actually think he should plan a 2-move finish. Just wrap the game up and go for the next round.
yeah, we'll see some textbook finish in game. Just 2 months finish and you're going like you win also. Okay, what we suggesting he plays first. ZAS first. I'm trying to simulate the sequences. Yeah.
I think if he goes for Zaz first, he can finish the game with Raid, UREIDE, because the opponent definitely don't have a move to play there.
Maybe that's caused a lot of points.
Yeah, that's like 14 points.
Well, this guy played so hard. I mean, Zars, and maybe Larry blocks the outplay of U-Rate with GIOT.
Then the queue is definitely going to be stopped.
The thing with this stuff, sometimes I'm really going on. Okay, let's say assume Larry plays GIOT, then You play UT. You play UT. When you hear to block the field. You play UT here.
I think you are definitely going to see ZAIROE from Quickpen. He's yet to commit his move. Oh, he just committed the move. ZAIROE for 28 points. I mean, the can definitely drop on the board, so you shouldn't be worried about where to go. It's been a fantastic gameplay from both players. Just a couple of errors.
He's still on his rag. He's still in his opponent. Well, did oh my god, Larry played Queen. Larry played Queen for how many points? Okay, quit for 14 points, and this is seen from the. I think this is perfect from Brains, and he has played really fantastic and clinical in this point. Challenged his opponents in on words, and he himself has played really well. Apart from updrive, I mean, I think at that point in game, maybe he was just actually concerned about taking care of business and he's actually not looking towards, inflicting more injuries on his opponents. No, I can see the players are talking. They might be going through the game, like talking about defend more or the rules. I can see smile on Ben phone. Yeah, if you have Ben right now, you would really be smiling because he had to just go back from. I mean, he just won a game, start the day, and he should be leading the pack right now. He should be leading the pack here with 8 wins. Let me check the standings.